After the barren footballless weekend, a midweek round of Championship action for us to look at. Here's my thoughts. Every game, every team, every goal. As usual, goal of the round, team of the round at the end of the show. Have your say down there in the comments and at least make me believe you watched the review before inevitably voting for the team you support in both categories. Right, let's get into it. Swansea 0, Sheffield United 1. This is exactly the kind of win you get when you're in a great run of form. League leaders United get the job done with a very late winner here. Great breakaway by Brewster to set up Khadra. And after opening round defeat at Watford, that's 20 points in 8 for the Blades. Tough one for Swans to take, but the outcome is highly symptomatic of the way things are going for both sides currently. Norwich 3, Bristol City 2. Narratives affirmed here. Bristol City are lots of fun and Norwich always win in the Championship. Horror show for Naismith for Bristol City. First, he lets Pukki in to head the opener. Giveaway and Pukki 1v1 for number 2. Conway, wow, 9 goal contributions in 9 in all comps. Sargent restores the 2-goal lead, 6 in 6 for him. Nunez fast asleep to let Semenyo in for 3-2. I think both sides, honestly, are going to continue living up to those stereotypes we've just laid out. Blackburn 2, Watford 0. Now, I thought Blackburn were trending down, but they've switched the story here from 4 defeats in 5 to 2 wins in 3 against a fancied opponent in Watford. Hedges, great timing to arrive for the opener. Hyam, recent arrival from Coventry, clever here, pops home the second. Blackburn, plenty of defeats, but cancelled out by plenty of wins. Watford, unconvincing here, 1 win in 6, 0 wins away, and the 3 wins they have got all felt quite tight. Reading 0, Sunderland 3. Tony Mowbray has won 2 of his first 3 Sunderland games. 3-0 now. This one at high-flying Reading, whose home record was perfect up until now. Extraordinary 2 minutes from Pat Roberts. Run and eyes for the first. Great feet, early strike for the second. You thought those goals were good. Go out of your way to see the third by Jack Clark. Beautiful. Silky Sunderland indeed. I'll give Reading a pass as they're way higher than I expected. Preston 1, Burnley 1. All square in the northwest. Again, Burnley have tons of possession, but don't quite get the job done. We did, however, get more than 1 goal in a Preston game for once this season. Taylor Harwood-Bellis dominant in the air for the opener. Vital slip by Muric in the Burnley goal allows Story to quickly equalise. Burnley are getting there, but those 2 at the top do keep winning. Preston would love to even start winning. Millwall 0, QPR 2. Contrasting runs developing here. That's 4 defeats in 5 for Millwall. Conversely, 3 wins in 4 for QPR. After 3, everybody, chair to Willock, goal. It's repetitive, but boy, does it work. Utterly horrific defending from a corner from Millwall allows Steph Johansson an easy second for Rangers to secure the points. Chair now tops the division for assists. QPR moving in the right direction. Millwall, concerning. Home form a big thing for them. And that's 2 defeats in 3 in this losing run. We are halfway there. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button for a goal-laden review this time. And why not think about joining us over on Patreon for some extra content. Details in the description. Rotherham 3, Blackpool 0. That is 11 points and 11 goals in just 5 home games for the Millers, and a dominant victory here over Blackpool. The league's most dangerous player, Richard Wood, heads on for Ogbene to loop home the open, and that's his 4th of the season. Harding makes it 2 from Boller's centre. Rotherham still pressing at 2-0, win the ball back, and Kelly follows up for the 3rd. Blackpool had looked fairly solid the past handful of games. Rotherham, far too good for them here. Huddersfield 1, Wigan 2. The last game for Danny Schofield, who was sacked the following morning, which I talk about right here in more detail. Wigan are just brilliantly stubborn, aren't they? 10 points in 5 now for the Latics. Last year's promoted crop doing themselves proud. Keane from the spot from the opener after Mbete fouled Lang. Lees drills home the equaliser from Ward's knockoff. Great spin and hit though for the winner by Lang. Wigan know who they are. Huddersfield need to figure that out very quickly once again. Hull 0, Stoke 3. The first win for Alex Neil at Stoke. Against the Hull side, we've now the most goals conceded in the league. 15 have gone in their net in the past 5 games. Baker, bit of a nick on the free kick for 1-0. Keeper on safari for Wilmot to head in a Baker cross for 2. Nice bit of passing, and guess who? Baker drills home the third. 12 goals, 4 assists in 29 starts for Lewis Baker. From central midfield, no less. Hull, 4 defeats in 5. Stoke, hopefully, off and running under Alex Neil. West Brom 2, Birmingham 3. Hat-trick for Hogan, brother, and it's just not working out for Brucey. Bakuna, filthy assist for Hogan's first. Wallace nutmegs Ruddy for 1-1. Virtuoso stuff again from Bakuna for Hogan's second. And Bartley stands off Hogan, who was running wild, for the third. Thomas Asante wins and scores from the spot to make it 3-2. Not enough, though. Baggies have created so many chances this season, just can't seem to get a win. Well played Blues and their hat-trick hero. Questions being asked of Steve Bruce. Borough 2, Cardiff 3. Another surprise 3-2 away win. This one for Cardiff. Robinson haunts his former boss Wilder with a lovely assist for O'Dowda. Howson caught in possession. Harris drills the second. And G strolls in unchallenged from wingback to make it 3-0 before half-time. Assist machine Guru Jones plays in Watmore for 3-1. Muniz heads in for 3-2, but Cardiff stand strong and take the points, having finally found their shooting points. Maybe Robinson the catalyst. People asking me about Chris Wilder's job security after this one. Luton 2, Coventry 2. Two sides in need of a win here to get things moving. Of course, we get a draw. 3 goals in the first 15 minutes. Morris powers home the opener. Gyökeres streaks in behind for 1-1. Koenig slips through Morris. Great signing. He's been 5th in his last 5 games. Makes it 2-1. Hamer drives home a lovely equaliser in the second half. Two sides who have excelled in recent years, given league positions and having led twice at home. Luton probably less happy, Coventry probably happier. Here is your table. Early days, but those two at the top, Sheffield United and Norwich, are getting into the habit of winning. Little gap appearing as well. Blackburn and Reading, surprise packages maybe in the top 4. Well played, those two. All 3 promoted sides, speaking of well played, in the top half. Coventry still bottom, but with games in hand. Huddersfield have gone nuclear and changed the boss. Next 5, Swansea, Borough, West Brom, Luton, Hull. All expecting to be higher than they are. My team of the round, so many to choose from. In the YouTube polls, I went for Cardiff on Tuesday and Birmingham on Wednesday. Maybe I'll stick with Birmingham, who just edge it for Bakuna's 2 ridiculous assists. Goal of the round, some absolute beauts this time, but I'm going to go for Clark's for Sunderland, which I retweeted earlier on. Let me know your thoughts on a pretty mental midweek round down there in the comments. Let me know your team and goal of the round. Remember, if I want cheerleaders, I'll watch the NFL, so consider sides other than the one you support. We'll be looking ahead to the weekend in the Championship later today. In the meantime, though, you can click here and stick with the channel to see my Premier League predictions for the weekend.